Hey guys, even here with the old school abs, and this video we're starting with top 6 Mr. Olympia finisher Akim Williams, who just updated us with his most recent physique update. And yeah, it's a poor quality photo, I don't know why it was taken with a potato or whatever, but yeah, you can basically get the idea of how big this guy is and what is his level of conditioning at this point in the off season. So he took 6th place last year at the Mr. Olympia, which was kind of unexpected. I mean, you could have seen it coming because he's a really big guy and the size is kind of what matters more now these days in bodybuilding, as long as you have normal waist. Of course, waistline is very important, but then again you have classic physique and that's separate from bodybuilding now. So you have classic lines, that's what classic, and bodybuilding requires big guys, big bodybuilders, and that's why Akim cracked that top 6. That's why he was better than the other guys that were out of top 6. So he was also conditioned, finally. This year he figured it out with conditioning, but now in the off season I can see him training very hard and I'm expecting progress. He was 6th, and that means he was one spot short of getting a automatic qualification for Mr. Olympia. Top 5 is automatically qualified, but top 6 no. So he needs to win a show, or at least qualify based on points if he wants to do the Mr. Olympia 2021. So maybe right now he's prepping for a show, and I don't know which show is it gonna be. He didn't announce anything as far as I know, but it might be Indie Pro that is happening in 5 weeks from now. And does he look 5 weeks out? I mean, it's a poor quality photo, so you can't really make that kind of a judgment, but based on what I see right here, I would say yeah. Yeah, I think he can get in really good shape in 5 weeks and beat whoever shows up. I know Blasting Awodibu is going to start his season with that, and then he's going to do the New York Pro, and I don't know about anybody else. So maybe for that reason, Akim wants to take that qualification easily, or he wants to make more progress and then compete later in the year, maybe do something like Toronto Pro against Ian Valier, and maybe win that, again, beat Ian, and qualify for the Mr. Olympia by winning a more competitive show. He could do New York Pro as well. He didn't announce it, but he might jump in, and it wouldn't be too hard for him to actually win that show, because nobody else is top 6 from the lineup that we have for this year's New York Pro. It's not going to be the best, the most competitive New York Pro ever. It's going to be interesting because there are some rivalries, you guys know about that. But as far as the quality of contenders, not so much. So maybe Akim does it and he wins it. I don't know what his plans are, but right now he looks absolutely amazing. And I'm expecting big things from this guy in the future. So, Blessing. This is him right now at 5 weeks. 5 weeks out of Indie Pro. New York Pro is in about 7 weeks. And before that, he's going to do kind of a warm-up show and his actual pro debut. So at the New York Pro, he's not going to be an absolute rookie. He's going to have one pro show done under his belt and might even a pro show victory. Why not? Right? I mean, it's a big possibility. Why not? Why not? I mean, he looks amazing right now. And if you see these photos right here, he looks conditioned and huge. So I may even consider him beating Nick Walker and Justin Rodriguez and everybody else, Hassan Mustafa, whoever else is there, and actually winning New York Pro. I mean, it doesn't seem so unrealistic. It seems fairly possible. But if these guys are not going to be at Chicago Pro in 5 weeks, who else is going to win it? I don't know any other top bodybuilders that are actually doing it. So actually, Blessing might win that show, and that would be a huge thing, winning a pro show at a pro debut. So, we'll see what happens with that. He uploaded another video, another update of his body fat percent, and you can see his stomach, you can see his midsection. It's a small waist, that's great, but he is also getting very shredded, right? And look at the fullness and the size of this guy. So, yeah, he's gonna be a dangerous bodybuilder. Not just this show that he's doing, but in the future. So, I'm predicting him winning this pro debut of his, Chicago Pro, and then I think he's gonna be top 3 at the New York Pro. And as far as the future, I can see him being a top 6 Mr. Olympia contender in about, I don't know, a couple of years. Yeah, why not? He has all the genetics necessary. The size is there. I mean, he needs to grow a little bit more here and there and get more matured. But he has it. He has the potential. He has all the potential in the world to be a top Olympian. And I think he will be. What do you guys think? Alright, we have another interesting announcement, and it is Keone Pearson, 17 weeks out. Another prospect, another future possibly future top Olympian as well. He's a young guy. He's like 25 maybe right now, something like that. And he looks absolutely enormous. So this guy has crazy, freaky genetics when it comes to growing. And the people doubted that he was actually natural for the Arnold Classic 2019, was it? But he was natural actually, because later on he grew like crazy when he officially started using steroids. So right now he looks absolutely freaking huge. I mean, take a look at those arms and the back, and the chest was a weakness, but he improved it a lot. I mean, it doesn't really look that flat anymore. The legs, everything, he's just very complete. Very short though, so probably the best suited for 212, but nonetheless, I think he can do very well in the open as well, because with his shape, with his structure, small waist, small joints, a nice flowing, actual classic physique with so much mass, yeah, he can do a lot of damage in any division, really. Classic, 212, open, whatever. So he's a really a genetic marvel. It's something you don't see very often, and I can only predict huge things from him. Yeah, he's short, so that's why he's probably going to do 212. But he has such great genetics that he shouldn't be limiting himself with that division. He should go to the open, in my opinion. I don't know what his plans are. As for now, I know he's going to be doing Chicago Pro in 17 weeks, and that's going to be probably 212. He didn't say it, but yeah, he's a 212 competitor now. So maybe in the future, he shifts to the open. I hope so. Just like Heidi Chopin did, William Bonek, Flex Lewis is about to. Many other top pros actually were 212 competitors before. So he might be one of them as well. We'll see. Anyways, in 17 weeks, we're going to see him on stage at the Chicago Pro. Okay, next we have Eddie Hall. And no, this is not bodybuilding. He's a strong man, but this is muscle thing, right? So it's a sport about muscle and strength, and it does definitely have a lot to do with bodybuilding. So I'm sure most bodybuilders, probably all of them, know who Eddie Hall is, the strongest man in the world. And lately he has been trying to lose some weight. So right now he has 165 kilos, and this is his shape. So he has a six-pack, a solid one. Overall, his physique, no, it doesn't look good. I mean, the waist is just horrible. It's not a good bodybuilding physique. Maybe he could have been a prospect for bodybuilding when he was younger, but I guess with lifting and with eating a lot of food, he kind of destroyed his aesthetics. So right now he looks kind of like he's fat, but he's not really fat. I mean, he has six-pack. So his structure not ideal for bodybuilding right now, but this is his front double bicep, and he lost a lot of weight. He's trying to look better. I mean, the six-pack is there. The arms and the legs are kind of, I guess, making progress. He's insanely strong, but he doesn't do a lot of hypertrophy stuff, and he didn't really try to keep his waistline down. So this is his physique right now. It doesn't really matter. He's a strong man, but I thought it would be interesting for you to show it to you. Alright, so Patrick Moore, who just did a workout in Dragon's Lair gym in Las Vegas, opened by Flex Lewis, filmed this workout video, and we can see what he looks like right now, and it seems like he's growing. And by the way, guys, I mean, I'm sure you saw a lot of posts when this gym was opened. So many famous people from bodybuilding were there, like Jay Cutler, Milos Archev, Brandon Curry, Sean Roden, of course, Patrick here, Guy Cisternino, Sean Clarida, of course, Flex Lewis opened it. So many big names. It was crazy how many top bodybuilding names were actually in that gym while it was opening, and they all say it's an amazing gym. And here you can see Patrick training in this gym, and yeah, it kind of seems like Las Vegas is becoming a new mecca of bodybuilding. Anyways, Patrick right here, he looks huge, he looks big. I mean, that was his biggest issue, the size, but it seems like he's working on it. And I'm sure next time we see him on stage, he's gonna seem much bigger than the last time. Of course, the goal is to add muscle to certain areas and not lose the flow, not lose the lines that he's known for, and I think he's accomplishing just that. Now, he's training hard, he's probably eating a lot, but he's being careful. He doesn't want to destroy his physique just for the sake of growing. That's not the point. That wouldn't really mean that much. But what he's doing seems to be working, and he's growing, which is very important, so great job, Patrick. One day, you might even get to the size of this guy right here, Roelly Winklaar. Not very likely though. No, not everybody has this kind of genetics, this kind of muscle bellies, this kind of roundness and freakiness. I mean, this is a freak factor right here, Roelly Winklaar. And this is his most recent physique update. He looks big, like he looks swole, he looks really bubbly, but his face looks like he's dieting. So I'm not sure which show he's gonna do, but you know, it might be a surprise like New York Pro. Imagine that. Imagine Roelly Winklaar jumping in the last minute. He would crush some dreams, man. So maybe it wouldn't be the best thing for some bodybuilders, but it would be a good thing for us, for the fans. And it seems like he's getting ready for something. He's getting more shredded every time we see him. I mean, take a look at the separation between his arms and shoulders. The brachialis right there, the veins all over the biceps and shoulders, and the calves as well. So he's getting ready for something. He's dieting. The face also tells a lot. So we'll see what show he's gonna do. He's a legend of bodybuilding. He has so much potential. He can win the Mr. Olympia if everything goes well in his favor. So guys, that's gonna do it for this video, and actually that's gonna do it for this channel. So after this video, I'm done with Old School Labs. Our 1-year contract expired, and I won't be making these videos for this channel, but the show must go on. I will be back on my own YouTube channel, the old one. If you haven't been following me before, you can find the link down below in the description. Just type even bodybuilding, and from the 1st April, I will start posting videos over there, and I promise you I'm gonna be posting more often. I'm gonna try really hard to make it a big thing out of my channel. So guys, so go over there and subscribe if you want to keep following my videos. And that's gonna do it, guys, for this channel actually, not just for this video. So if you enjoyed it, like it, and you know what to do. All the best, guys, and keep it old school.